This is a Benimar Mileo 286 and it's got a rather intriguing layout on this one. I've not seen anything quite like this before. So I'm going to take you on board and explain that to you, but we'll have a walk around the outside first of all. Now this one is just under 7 meters, it's 6.95, you want to be absolutely precise. Got a 140 horsepower engine with a manual gearbox. You can have an auto if you prefer, but this particular vessel is a manual. It sleeps 4, it travels with 4, and it's 3,650 kilograms, so you want a C1 license for this one. We've got gas bottle locker just down here. Water filler is on the side there. That's the loo, and this is a particularly large garage at the back here. Check this out. That is a really good size, isn't it? And in fact, I'm going to take you around and show you the other side, because there's a couple of things that I can show you a bit easier from over on that side. Reversing camera is up here. I always point out the Benimar logos on these, and that will become obvious when we go inside, but I am just alerting you to that because it's quite a neat little thing in there. So if we open that one up, what I wanted to show you was the fact that this has got inside here heater outlet. We've got 12 volt power and 240 volt power when you're plugged into the mains. There's a table in here as well. This is actually secured against this bulkhead, so that is your dining table. The nice thing with that, of course, is you can put it outside as well if you want to. But the other thing that I wanted to show you from this side is this, because that is the infill to make one of the beds. So that just slides out like that, that's where that lives. And it uses that one there then, and I will show you where that goes. Whoops. And there's a ladder in here as well. That's probably better laying down, isn't it? There we go. Let's leave that there. Pretend that never happened. Right, let's close that one up. And we'll head on in and show you this intriguing layout. Little light over the door, always very welcoming. The bin is actually built into the door here, and these have got screens that come up, which are very useful, but there is also a screen here, which is a bug screen. So you can have the door open and fresh air, and the nasty little midges coming in. Over carpets on this one, they're down. So the floor as standard is like this, perfectly good. But if you want a bit more luxury, you can have the carpets. Obviously, this is just a protective cover because this one is brand new. But look at this layout here. Look how big this is. And this, of course, is where that table goes. This is also the area that converts to make into one of the double beds across here. But that is a really, really good size. That's one of the biggest lounge areas I've seen on a vehicle this size. That's vast. Now what you can do with this is take that section there out, which gives space for your legs when you're sat here, and that then with those seat belts is what gives you the space for 4 travelling as well as 4 sleeping. And while we're pointed this way, there's a TV mount here, and right at the top is a power socket and an aerial socket, so that's where your telly would go if you want one. Opening windows, of course. And if we come right on forward, then these seats swivel round, as I'm sure you've worked out for yourself. I mentioned the manual gearbox, and as I say, automatic is a possibility if you want it. Multifunction steering wheel with the phone controls and the volume controls and the cruise control and all that kind of stuff is all on there. We've got blinds that come out of here for these side windows. Let's do that a bit better. There we are. And we've got the same deal over here, so these slide across the windscreen when you are stationary. And a big opening roof up above us here. Again, blinds, of course, that come across, so bug screen, and then behind that is the light screen. Very good. Let's swing around this way. This is a really social space, isn't it? I know I keep going on about it, but let's come right up here. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? And if we head then back down the vehicle, a couple of things up here to show you, which are the control system. So this is giving us access to things like battery voltages for the leisure battery and for the vehicle battery. Also, water tank levels are here. 12 volt on and off, so you can switch off the whole of the 12 volt system. It means you don't accidentally leave lights on and that kind of thing. The water system is switched from here and so forth. And these up here then is your carbon monoxide alarm and your smoke alarm. Very good. And then a decent sized galley here. Look at this. Nice bit of work surface. That's the one thing that people often mention is missing, but here you've got masses of space for preparation. Really, really good. And then you've got sink in there underneath that one, which I think is a drainer. Yeah, there we go. You can put that next to it and use that as a drainer. Cooker is here, and this has got 2 gas rings and 1 electric. So if you're plugged into 240 volts, you can use this one without depleting your gas. You've got the oven and the grill underneath, and then of course there is a load of storage down here. So in here, down here, in here, that little chap there is an extension piece, which I think goes on the end here. Yeah, it goes into that. So as well as that work surface there, you can extend it out this way as well. That's really good, isn't it? Extractor fan, loads more storage up here. Look at this. This is a great layout, isn't it? Now, talking of storage, this will blow your socks off. You might wonder what's back here, and that is steps, seemingly, to nowhere. But actually what you've got here is another absolutely enormous hanging locker just here, and more storage behind. And if you want to know what those steps are for, it's because without those, you would really struggle to reach anything on that back shelf there, because it is so far away, because it is such a massive, massive locker inside the vehicle. That's incredible, isn't it? There's a hanging rail up there if you want to use it for hanging. Shelving, as you can no doubt work out for yourself. That's a really, really big space. Amazing. I've not seen anything quite like that before. It's interesting to come across something that's genuinely different. There we go. That one there. Let's try it again. There's a larder that pulls out. Very helpful. And very musical. And then on this side is a toilet. There we go. Check this out. Again, a really good size, because the shower is completely separate. That's in over here. You've got the doors, of course, that come across here. That's really good, isn't it? And then we've got the opening window, which is frosted, of course, for privacy. And then again, yet more storage, but also, check this out. Look at that. So that turns this into basically a dressing room. So you can come in here, do everything you need to do, have a nice shower, clean your teeth, whatever else, and then get dressed and come out. And I mentioned that Benimar logo, didn't I, on the outside? Look at these Benimar coat hooks. Great, aren't they? There's one there and there's one there. That is intriguing, isn't it? And you're probably thinking, didn't you say it had 4 beds? And I did. The other one is here. There we go. Big double bed there. You've got netting, you can see it here, but it's right the way across. If I lift that up, you can see it down underneath there. And that hooks onto these. You can see how that one's hooked on. This does the same right the way across. And you've got it at that end as well. So if you want to put kids up there, you don't have to worry about them falling out of bed. Brilliant. Let's power that one back up. There we go. And that, my friends, is about the size of that. I'm going to take a seat down here. And I'm going to say massive thanks to Marquis Motorhomes. They've organised this tour, and massive thanks, as ever, to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that fine vehicle, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.